Josh back and forth. Now, any chance you guys gain inspiration from the Kelsey brothers and start your own podcast and continue this joshing?
Nick actually brought that up one day. We're I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we're as interesting.
Yeah, no. Those
None
guys
of us are dating Taylor Swift, and our wives are hotter, but...
Our wives are hotter than Taylor Swift. The Foligno brothers of the NHL said to Biz Nasty. This is interesting to see. Daily Sports Podcast, news, narratives, takes, and the Super Bowl, last football Friday of the year. This might be a quicker showdown. We're just doing bets and football today. I've got a couple that I like. First of all, NFL news, sure. NBA trade deadline stuff happened. We will discuss next week. It's the Super Bowl. I don't care. We will discuss next week. We're going to see how things shake out. I need to see other people's takes before I give my takes on takes. So that's what we're going to do. The Pro Bowl remains ass. So the Pro Bowl game viewership declined 8.5%. No one will ever watch ever. Stop it ever. Never, ever, never. People watch out of sadness and responsibility. The Grammys were last week. Tracy Chapman performed live for the first time in like a century and was promptly upstaged by Taylor Swift promoting an album. So the Pro Bowl is garbage, but we all knew that. Jets owner Woody Johnson said of Zach Wilson, quote, "We need a backup quarterback. We didn't have one last year." Whoa, that is tough. We didn't have a backup quarterback last year. Ouchie. Ouchie, no. So the Chiefs have been complaining about field conditions at the practice field at UNLV, while the Niners have. The Chiefs have had a good practice field, and then yesterday, the 49ers had a fire alarm at 6 o'clock in the morning. Something is afoot. Probably not. Probably nothing is afoot. To be honest. Probably nothing is afoot. Draft experts are suggesting that national champion quarterback J.J. McCarthy will go higher than people suggest. I don't think he's going to be very good. I don't know. I have a quick eye test. I'm not bad at predicting which quarterbacks are going to be good and bad. I look at it for 30 seconds. And he seems like every Alabama quarterback. Like, things have gone really well for you. And I don't know that it's going to be like that. They played one really good defense against Penn State, and they ran the ball like well over 90% of the time in the second half. They didn't have to pass. Like, yeah, well, they also didn't trust their quarterback not to screw it up. So, I don't know. We'll see. Draft talk down the road. We don't know what to make of draft talk. We will talk about that. Zay Flowers, the guy that screwed up the Ravens' chance at going to the Super Bowl, he's being investigated for alleged domestic assault. When your team loses, assault is higher in your neck of the woods. It's a known fact. The stats in England are worse. Really crazy stuff. If you look at domestic battery and assaults and things in like when the English national soccer team is playing and stuff, it's really bad. So that's just what it feels like. But I don't know. I'm not going to comment on just an investigation. Everybody's got rights, etc. Matters to me, should matter to you. Alrighty. Oh yeah, one quick hockey story. The owner of Madison Square Garden's sports group or whatever, James Dolan, also owns the Sphere in Las Vegas. He's obsessed with these spheres. The Rangers want to trade picks, but the NHL draft is going to be at the Sphere, and the owner of the Sphere owns the Rangers. Like, don't trade the pick. I want to be picking at the draft. Duh. Which is important to remember. This is not a sports business. This is an entertainment business, and the guy wants to win the entertainment session. Duh. Doy. Of course. Oh, no, my page refreshed. Oh, I still got all my bets. Okay, these are the bets. Let's get into gambling on the damn Super Bowl. The Niners are favored by 2. I like the Niners to cover. I think that I'm sniffing out a situation where the Chiefs have been kind of holding this shit together with glue. I think the Chiefs are going to get boat raced. I think that of the 4 teams in the Final Four, they are significantly the third best by a wide margin. They do have the best player in the world. And then they also have 2 other really, really elite guys, and then a bunch of guys that are pretty good. But mostly they have Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Chris Jones. And they're going to be disruptive in this game, I think. So my analysis, however, is that the Niners have like Hall of Famers everywhere. They have the best offensive lineman. They have the best middle linebacker. They have the best receiving core. They have a quarterback that's cheap, which is what you want. They have the best running back by far. It's a great offensive throwdown. They have one of the best defensive ends in the NFL. Like, they are deep and they're so good. They've been up there. They've had their heads up their asses, and Detroit punches people in the face. That's what Detroit does. So that's fine. That's fine. But I think the clock strikes midnight here for the Chiefs and their annoying little run. It kicks off at 6:45 p.m. 6:45. Why? Eastern? Whatever. I mean, what am I going to do? Let's see how this bet slip works. It's not too bad. Should just alter this just for you, the people. Look, so we can look at all my bets. Okay. So the first one I like, because the goal is to make money and have fun with these bets. I like Fred Warner to win the MVP. I don't remember I know the last time, it's been about 10 years since a defensive player won the MVP. It happens about once a decade. It was Malcolm Smith, who was not a top 5 player on his own defense, but he won. They get a scoop and score or a pick six or something, linebacker for the Seahawks when they demolished the Broncos. So I like all these offensive players. Best player on the field could be Fred Warner, and the odds are plus 20,000. So if we enter, let's just put $5 and see how much we would win. $1,000. $1,000. So yeah, I like Fred Warner MVP as a bet. I think that Brock Purdy is going to win the Super Bowl MVP and just make this conversation weird. It would also be really cool to bet on if the MVP's from the losing team. I could see Patrick Mahomes winning the MVP for the first time in NFL history on the losing side, which would be hilarious. Okay, next bet I like. Kansas City Chiefs to convert on a fourth down. That's easy peasy. The odds are not great, right? You only win $8 for a $5 bet, but I just think that's fun. Something to root for. I love rooting on first plays, run or pass, but this time I'm going to root on first play to gain over/under 4.5 yards. Taking the over. Gain 5 yards the first play. Love it. Let's see. What do we have here? Okay. Punts. Betting on punts and kicks in the Super Bowl is the best. It's electrifying. A punt to be down inside the 5-yard line. Every single punt, I'm going to be on the edge of my seat. It's plus 200. That means a $5 bet wins us $15. I love that bet. I think it's so much fun. Bet on punts and kickoffs. It makes the boring parts of the game super exciting. Every single punt will matter to me. And the Niners, -2. I think the Niners are going to win the ballgame. So I'm betting $25 to win $1,000. I'm going to bet more on Fred Warner. Let's just see what a $25 bet looks like. $25 bet to win $25,000. That is banana lands, dude. Do I need to deposit more money? I think let's just do it. $25 to win $1,000. To win a G unit. How much fun is that? So those are the bets I'm betting on. You can bet on the length of the national anthem. The thing about the Super Bowl is that it's kind of boring. The Taylor Swift stuff is going to be boring. Tony Romo and Jim Nantz. Tony Romo hasn't gotten better at this job, which has really been kind of frustrating. Like, Tony, please stop being annoying. And then he's like trying to there has been effort to get a little bit better here and there, but it's just been weird. All they do is Patrick Mahomes stuff because CBS has been traditionally a majority AFC broadcast organization, so that makes a ton of sense that that's who they would do. But my analysis of the game is that this is going to be one of the more boring Super Bowls since Chiefs-Bucks. But at least it's two name-brand franchises. Bucks in the Super Bowl is just something that nobody can get behind. Isn't that weird? Like, it was really exciting with Gruden like 20 years ago, but now it's just like, whatever. I don't like the Bucks. So this is at least two name-brand franchises. And I like that part of this. But I don't love... The game is going to be a little weird. Halftime show Usher is meh. Peace Up, A-Town Down is going to be a fun moment for the elder millennials in the crowd. So at least we've got that going for us, which is nice. I might pull out the phone and do some length of halftime show, which song Usher comes out to first. Usher's first song is going to be... It might be Peace Up. No, that'll be the last one. It'll be... Man, I don't know. Confessions, maybe? Confessions Part 2? I'm going to say Confessions Part 2 will be Usher's song that he comes out to, which is a dark song for America to have to listen to. Go ahead and read the lyrics on that one. Niners beat the Chiefs by 7. Any conspiracy theories? They want Taylor Swift to win. No, the NFL wants Taylor Swift to be at the game. They don't care if they win. Travis Kelce will be by your side. The NFL needs Kyle Shanahan to be a Super Bowl champion. More than that. So I think it's going to be a little bit more rigged to the Niners. Just my opinion. All right. Back and better than ever with the Niners as Super Bowl champs. Bye-bye.